connect. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listening. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I gotta smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I gotta smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let you stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Welcome back, everyone, to the perfect match with Kate and Jimbo, or should I say Kate and Jimbo at the perfect match, however you want to call us. And we are counting down to the big match tomorrow. Literally, what is it, 31 and a half hours, something like that, until kickoff. And the nerves are starting to creep in, that feeling of nervousness as we play the biggest game in Tottenham's recent history since probably the 2016 Champions League final. Although I think there's more at stake here, because at that time we had fourth place, so we was guaranteed Champions League football, whereas obviously, as we know, if we don't win tomorrow, we won't have any European football at all. So there's so much on the line, and Jimbo and I will be talking about it for the next hour or so. Jimbo, first of all, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, my darling.
Are you feeling just a little bit nervous?
Not at all.
You're telling me you haven't got a single nerve?
Not
That's
one
not
bit.
normal.
What?
That's not normal, though.
Well, you've always told me I'm not normal, so why are you surprised?
You know, everyone should be feeling that little bit of anxiety.
I'm not nervous one bit. I'm not. I just think we're going to win. I'm convinced we're going to win. And if we don't, and then we don't. At the end of the day, it's only football. It's not life and death, is it?
I find it very weird that you're not nervous.
No, not at all, Kate. Not one bit.
There hasn't been a report. There's been a report come out. Obviously, if anyone who saw the video, and I would think everyone here saw the video of the Tottenham players boarding the aeroplane to go to Bilbao, and of course arriving there. All of the squad has gone. However, there has been a rumour come out that says Tottenham Hotspur sources have suggested Lucas Bergvall is in good condition and can play in the Europa League Final against Manchester United. Ange Postecoglou will make the final decision on Lucas Bergvall's involvement after tomorrow's training session, which obviously is today. Jim, is it worth the risk? I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. We don't really know how bad he was, and
we had a boot on.
Yeah, but that doesn't say a lot, Kate. Sometimes they put boots on them just for precautionary. They don't, You know, I remember Kane having a boot on, and he was back within a few weeks, and he said it was precautionary. So, but I mean, look, it's the only one who will know will be Ange in the medical team. But if he's not fully fit, why take a chance with a kid that's going to be a superstar for us? And next
I mean, I'm
season,
watching him now, going off of the coach into the team hotel. Obviously, Werner's there as well. Fraser Forster, Porro. Bergvall looks as fit as a fiddle. He's bouncing along. There's no limp. There's nothing to suggest he's injured. But then again, Maddison, Dragusin, they all look fit as fiddles. So
I see Maddison had his pillars.
Yeah. I've just been looking at Solanke's Louis Vuitton bag, and it is magnificent. I've never seen one like that, and I love it. Brendan Johnson, they're looking like a small child. Oh, Maddison is. Oh no, he's not limping. See, it's really confusing. Very confusing indeed. But obviously, we're no more. I'm not sure when Ange is doing his press conference. Let me just have a look. I should have looked at this before we came live. But he must be doing one sometime today.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether it will be while we're online, I don't know. Ange Postecoglou press conference. Yeah, anytime now. So I shall keep it open and report as to what he says, because I think he's due around about 1 o'clock.
He normally does it about 1:30, doesn't he?
Yeah, Amarim's doing one first, I think, and then possibly Ange. Excuse me, but before we crack on with the show,
this is really barbaric.
I will have a look at who's in the chat. We've got On Your Bike Scott says, big up Coys, can't wait for tomorrow, big up to you. I'm a mixture of excitement and nerves at the minute. I'm a bit of a gibbering wreck, let's say. Shemtan, as always, is here. Says, afternoon, Princess Kate, to Jim, and everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's doing good and not nervous about tomorrow. I don't think it's natural to not be nervous, but then Jim's not nervous, so. But then I don't think Jim ever worries about whoever we're playing. So we could be playing Real Madrid and he wouldn't be nervous. Big up, Roddy. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Barbaric Disdain says, good afternoon, Kate, and smash the likes and subs. Then put 96 plus. That must be rage, Jimbo.
That's what I was laughing at.
Damn, so sorry. Dropped my vape on my keyboard. And come back with afternoon, Kate and Jim, and chat. Smash the likes and subscribe, people. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. The difference between walking and kicking a ball worlds apart. Yeah, exactly, David. I do understand that, but I'm just reporting on how they look. What's the ground capacity and how many tickets do we have? The ground capacity is, I think we've got 12,000 something tickets. I think Man United have got 12,000 something tickets, and then UEFA had about 40,000. So I think I might have made that up in my head, but I'm sure I heard someone say that. But big up to you, big pants. Afternoon, you sexy Spurs bastards. Jimbo, the single is on, says Paddy Hartnett. Good to see you, Paddy. I thought you'd be over in Bilbao, sunning it up. P.S. Bobby K is a gimp. I think, according to the weather forecast, it's going to rain tomorrow. We are 15,000 for each team. But I think UEFA kept back double, like more than 30,000 for their corporation tickets, which I think is an absolute disgrace. And according to Sky Sports yesterday, the Spurs tickets they've sold more Spurs tickets than Man United. So hopefully we will drown out those Mancs in the crowd as well. David says, I used to get nervous playing in front of one man and his dog, especially the dog. This is a game that these guys should be so up for. It's what they work towards. You know, this season has been abysmal. They all know it. We all know it. The manager knows it. The team knows it. The chairman knows it. Jimbo, we deserve this, right? As fans.
As you're talking to me, I'm getting Man United fans messaging me.
Tell him bollocks.
Yeah, if they're not up for it, then it's not down to us to be nervous, or it's down to them to get their arses on that pitch and do it for us, right? It's all down to them. You know, we've got no control over it. We can just support them and get behind them. And I think one of the reasons probably I'm not nervous, Kate, is because there's been so many times this season I thought we would go out there and really lift our game against teams, and they haven't done it. And I think to myself, look, there's no point if they turn up and play well. I think we'll win, right? And if they go out there like they have sometimes this season and they're not on it and not putting 100% into it, why should I waste my time and breath for them? That's how they've got me this season. Look, I think they will turn up. I think we need this more than anything. I think we need it more than Man United.
The front door's just opened, Jim. Just so you know.
Is it?
You didn't pull the handle up, so the door's just opened.
All right.
Go on.
So yeah, I think we need it. So we need them to go out and do it for us. Do it for the fans that have travelled out there and spent their thousands of pounds.
Yeah. What does that mean? I'm flying to Portugal on Thursday to their SC. Is that their summer camp, or what does that mean? So I couldn't go to Spain. This one's for you, Jimbo. Up the Spurs. Yes, Jimbo will no doubt be predicting a huge scoreline. Big up, Drew Lala. I hope you are well. We have been starved of trophies for so long. We deserve at least one high point this season. Indeed, we do. Afternoon, Kate and Jim, much love. I'm shitting myself tomorrow and I'm so nervous, and said in the league stage when they said we were favourites that we'd play Man United in the final and lose. Well, Dan, you've been wrong a few times this season. Let's hope it's another time that you're wrong. Lumen says, who's better in lineups and in game management? I don't think there's a lot between them, but I think Ange has shown that he can be pragmatic rather than gung ho. So
Ange's got an 88% win rate in finals, so he obviously knows how to win a final. I think that most fans that really love this club like we do, right, which I would imagine is 99% of them, right, is have wasted so much energy and tears and on this team this season. I think it's kind of made a lot of people check out. So this is their time. This is their time to give it back to us and put us back on a high, because I don't think any of us have been on a high for a long time. The semi-final was nice to win, but you still got to lift that trophy. So it's their time to go out there and give us back, what we support them for. And the away fans that are just unbelievable, that go to every away game, the ones who've gone to Bilbao, do it for them. So it's down to the players now.
Exactly that. Big up Drew, being a member for 18 months. Wow. Thank you. I can't believe the channel's 2 years. 2 years old next month. Unbelievable. Big up to Sava for sending everyone over. Henry Thong TV is here. Marianne is here. Ben's here going, we're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. It's the year of the birds winning. Liverpool, Newcastle, Palace, next Tottenham. This is true. Live a bird, the magpie, the eagles, and then the cockerels. Come on.
You know what? It's so funny what people notice. I wouldn't have noticed that in a million years.
Yeah, they've all got. I think even the ones that those hang on, I've got it written down.
Yeah, the other one, they're an eagle as well.
Glen Rock Eagle or something.
Yeah.
They've got a bird on their crest, so maybe it is the year of the bird. Yeah, look, Newcastle got the magpies, Liverpool the live bird, eagle, Philadelphia Eagles, and Palace Spurs with the cockerel. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Paul. Good to see you. Afternoon, Ed M. Good to see you. Big up, Sava, again, for sending everyone over. Wise guys in the house. That was my maiden name, Wise, just saying. And do it for Chaz and Dave. Yes, let's do it for them. Big up to you. See you in a minute, Benji. Enjoy your lunch. This is our year, Kate and Jim. I can feel it in my bones because we're bringing this home. I love it, Paul. Keep that enthusiasm and positivity, because we can manifest it into existence. From a humanity point, you people should enjoy the glory and happiness. Thank you, Lumen. I want to see Sonny lift the title. He deserves it. Yeah, I don't think there's any arguments there. Long-standing servant at the club. I think he definitely deserves to lift that trophy. Rob Brown's coming with a super sticker. Thank you very much indeed. I'm just going to look and see what the sticker is, if I can see it. Oh, it's a piece of poo. It's a poo, but we'll take the poo. I might just say that it's chocolate ice cream. But thank you anyway for that, Rob Brown.
That's
Always
quite funny.
appreciated. Always appreciated. Silent Violence says, we got the hosts in the chat. Respect from Trinidad and Tobago. The countdown's on. Yes, it is. Big up Eva Man says, Sava Raid, so nervous for tomorrow and excited. That's how I'm starting to feel now. I've got really bad butterflies mixed with a bit of a tummy ache because the nerves are there, but I am actually quite excited now. And it's taken a while, but I am starting to feel the excitement. Brad's here, says, I trust Aaron to get it right tomorrow. He's learned to play different styles, but I think the players will make the difference. If they're up for it, they can beat anyone, as we've seen in the Prem. What I liked is Mickey van der Ven coming out and saying when he joined Spurs, people from other clubs and other fans used to always say to him, oh, Tottenham never win anything. And he said, we at the club, the players and the coaching staff and all the staff want to prove that wrong. And that is good. I like to see players say that. I want to see them leave everything on that pitch tomorrow. Bobby K's in the house. Big up, Bobby. Says, good morning, Kate, Jim, and everyone. Can't wait to see videos of Jim on Thursday from him streaking and celebrating. Yes, I am going to try and do some clips of the final. If I remember, I said I was going to do it before and I forgot. But if we get Champions League, will Romero still leave? Who knows? I'm not thinking about any of that not talking about the manager, not talking about players leaving. It's all about tomorrow night and the final. Yeah, I'm thinking that poo is actually a piece of chocolate ice cream, a nice big fat scoop of chocolate ice cream. Apparently, both teams did an open training session today as well. I'm just checking there's no updates. It doesn't actually say what time Angie's speaking. Tottenham boss Ange Postecoglou raised eyebrows at the start of the season by saying he wins things in his second year, a factual comment that frequently crops up. The Europa League has offered some solace and now provides the opportunity for Spurs to win their first trophy since lifting the League Cup in 2008. There are suggestions Europa League glory will not be enough, however, to save his job. There's no actual press conferences started yet, but hopefully we will get some news soon.
It doesn't matter if it saves his job or not, Kate, right? Because he'll walk out with his head held high, finishing fifth, get us in the Champions League and lifting a trophy. There's no way on this planet they're going to keep him. I can't see it because the league form don't lie. That's it. You know, we're 17th and it looks like we're going to finish 17th. You know, one more place lower, we're relegated.
Yeah.
So that's not acceptable. But he can walk away with his head held high, saying, I got him first season into fifth. That competition, I won it and got back into the Champions League. He done his job.
And not only that, but what a thing to have on his CV, Europa League winner.
Yeah.
Puts him a whole, I still think he's way off being a Premier League manager, but it does put him in a different bracket when he's looking for another job. So
I mean, if he walks away without this trophy, right, it's going to be.
I don't think he'll get another job in England if he walks away without this trophy.
It's a disaster for him. It's a disaster for the club. They need to go out and win it, and I'm convinced they will. I'm convinced that we're going to win it. It's our time.
Paul G has been a member for 14 months. Thank you so much, Paul. Very much appreciated. Don't forget, there is a members giveaway coming up as well. Anyone who's a member by the end of the month will be put into a draw to win a signed picture of probably a Spurs legend, but if you're not a Spurs fan, it might be someone different. Did you see Angie's tearful dressing room talk when they won the game to get to the final? There was proof Spurs players are up for this more than Man U. It's getting exciting. I did. I thought it was a very, very good chat, to be honest, and I thought he spoke very well. I like the way he said tomorrow we get back at it, but for tonight, and they all just cheered. The scenes are going to be unreal if we do manage to lift that trophy.
Let's not give Man United a disservice, Kate. I think they're going to be up for it for sure because they've had just a season like us. So, but I just think that this Tottenham's time. I think they're going to want it more, and we know the game they can play if they want to win something. You know, we've seen it with games where they've needed to win, and they've gone out there and done it. You know, and I just think this is a game that they will want to win, and I think that it's going to be a fantastic win for us.
Oh, I hope so. Big up, Jade. Silent Violet says, need Spurs to win this, my little bro. You always said Spurs would win something in Europe before Arsenal. RIP, little bro. Well, let's hope for your little brother. He can watch down and see us lift that trophy. And for all the Spurs fans that have passed as well, a lot of people have lost loved ones that they used to go to games with and things like that. And all the fans deserve it. We all deserve it. We've had a torrid time. 17 years without a trophy. It's just completely unacceptable. And it's not just that, it's the banter, constant banter from rival fans. So you never win anything. We need to get this monkey off our back and win something. And then, of course, we've got the Champions League at the end of it, which we need the finances from. There's no doubt about it. I think we've lost £37 million by finishing where we're going to finish. With no Europe, summer is going to be horrendous. So we need this. We need it. We all need it.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. When we win it and we lift that trophy, right, the next day they'll be going, it's only the Europa League trophy. It took 17 years to win it. They just changed the goalposts, That's why I never let other clubs bother me what they say.
They can say what they like while we're shining our nice big shiny trophy. I couldn't give a monkeys. But Paul G's right, Jimbo. Your passion at the end of this stream must be like no other. You've got to really roll. I mean, I don't know if we're streaming tomorrow. There is a video going out tomorrow of I asked four Tottenham fans, 4 Man United fans to give their opinion on the final. That'll be going out tomorrow. I don't know if we're doing live. It depends what sort of state I'm in, I think. But we are doing the pre-match pump-up tomorrow night at 6:30 on We Are Tottenham TV, getting everyone ready for the final. There will be no negativity. Anyone comes on as negative, they're getting kicked off. It's all about pumping everyone up for this massive game. Big ups, Potato says, hi, all big up, Kate and Jimbo. Come on, you Spurs. Good to see you. Paul says, it's tough. Spurs missed out of the Champions League with Redknapp when Chelsea won it. Yeah, that was horrendous. Another time where they changed the rules straight after. They changed the rules with that. They changed the rules after Sissoko's handball. It's just, we're always the unlucky ones. It's time for us to not be the bridesmaid anymore, but to be that beautiful.
Look, we're going to win tomorrow. We're going to win. I just know we're going to win. They won't let this opportunity go by. They're going to be heroes, these players.
You've got to look at it. I'm not taking anything away from Spurs because all these people that say, oh, well, we've been lucky, we've had an easy run. They were the same ones saying Frankfurt aren't no mugs and Bodo Glimt, they're not no mugs. So yeah. I'm not taking anything away from Spurs. But you've also got to look at it. This will probably be our best chance to ever win a European trophy. We'll probably get never get another chance that's quite so, not easy because Man United can play on their day. We've seen it this season. They've had some good performances. But we're not up against the likes of Liverpool. We're not up against the likes of a top European side.
We got to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. We beat Man City. Was it Villa? Can't remember. We beat 3 really, really top teams, and we got Liverpool. Right, it was one step too far. But no one says, what, Tottenham was so unlucky. They come up against all the top teams that still got to the semis. If we get easier teams, right, and then it's not our fault.
Can only beat who's in front of you.
Yeah, we don't make the draw. We don't pick who we want to play. So if you get to a final, it doesn't matter who you've beat them to get there.
Apparently, Ange isn't talking until 3:45. What's BST?
What?
What's BST?
Bullshit, Tony.
No, it's something time. 3:45 British summertime. Oh yeah, right. Of course it is. So obviously we won't get the press conference live. He's doing his at 3:45. Ruben Amorim is doing his at 6:30 p.m. Good afternoon. Wayne Bonner says 1 more day to go. I hope everyone's pumped. We're getting there. Big up Kate and Jim, you both going to the final. Big up Thomasin. No, we are not going to the final, unfortunately. I'd love to be going, but A, you'd have to pay through the nose to get tickets. B, yeah, we just can't afford it at the minute to go to the final. So we will be watching it from home. and trust me, the neighbours will know what we're watching with the shouting and hooting and hollering that goes on in our front room. But yeah, tomorrow night it's all about. I've got a nice new bottle of AU vodka. Win or lose, have a booze. And yeah, just looking forward to it now. Pump me up, baby. We will try, Spud. We will try. Listen, don't worry about United. I was a player coach for a Division 1 side in the final against Prem champions and cup holders, and we beat them 2-0. They were so gutted they disbanded next year. You're right, Kate. Sometimes you need the luck of the draw, and yeah, I think Tottenham don't get the run of the draw that much. I think we're really unlucky. Like when the Carabao Cup come out, we got Liverpool. I know we beat them, but yeah, it's not till 3:45 though, Wayne. And I think it's nice that we've had not an easy run. I think it's disrespectful to say we've had an easy run because we haven't had an easy run by any means. But I think you sometimes, it's like in the final tomorrow, whoever wins is going to have a bit of luck. You have to have that bit of luck in a final.
I mean, Man United, they've had a bit of luck on the way. But it's just, look, at the end of the day, I don't listen to all that crap because we don't make the draw. We don't do the draw. So someone else does the draw. And if they draw us easier teams than other clubs, it's not our fault, is it? But you're right. They were saying that they weren't mugs, these teams. Then we beat them. They were going, yeah, well, it's only Frankfurt. And it's like, on your bike.
Even Bodo Glimt, they're all like, oh, they've got their players back. This team ain't much, They don't lose at home. And then we beat them and everyone goes, oh, it's only Bodo. It's like, you can't move the goalposts. It's one or the other. Matt's coming in shamelessly. Even though Arsenal Man United used to have one of the biggest rivalries in world football with Wenger and Fergie, Matt, the Arsenal fan, is calling for Man United. It's outrageous. And it's nothing to do with the heartbreak. Trust me, if we could afford it, we would be in Bilbao, even if we was watching it in a fan park. But it's just too much money at the minute. Big up to you, Sahara. I think that's right. It's nerve-wracking time, but I believe in this team. I have a feeling this is Spurs' year. That's all Jim's been saying. That's all he's been saying.
I don't get how Aguna has got the front to come in here and try and give us some stick when you bottled everything you've had been in this season. You just bottled it. At least we got to the final, win or lose. You couldn't even get there. And you come in here giving us stick.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just stick to your second places.
Exactly.
I don't know how many trophies you get for second places, but enjoy your trophies you won.
It's a very little teeny tiny one. I go, oh, we've won second place again. Brad says, on a side note, it shows how strong the Prem is. Arsenal in the semis in the Champions League and 2 Premier League Cups in the final in Europe. Yeah, completely agree. That's why it's the best league in the world. Simon Hill says, one more restless night's sleep, so nervous. Do you know what? I took a Valium. I took a diazepam last night because I take them every now and again to help me sleep because I get so much pain. And I thought, I know I'm not going to sleep that much tonight. So I took one last night and slept well. But I am so nervous. I did have a dream the day before yesterday that we won the FA Cup. Now, I know we're not in the FA Cup, but maybe that's a sign. And it was the most magnificent dream. Honestly, I felt so happy in my dream. And Sonny scored the winner in my dream as well. So, Kate, my childhood days weren't with Arsenal, Man U. If they were, my view on the final would be different. This is what I mean, though, Matt. This is what I mean about modern day fans. And no disrespect to you, but your history is Man United, Arsenal. That is your history. That is your heritage. So basically, this is what modern day fans do. They think the Premiership started when they were born. You know, it's alien to me. I don't understand it. IPS Vapor says, now that Sonny has put his year-long blackmailing situation to bed, I think he'll play like a madman. Yeah, there was rumours that he'd got some girl pregnant or something, but it was all some sort of blackmailing shenanigans. But, you know, thank you to the 10 new subscribers as well. We're trying our hardest to get up to 2,000. We're on the march. So I appreciate the new subscribers. Simon Hill says, what's your thoughts on Bergvall maybe starting? Is it like Kane in the Champions League final? Jim, I'll let you take this one.
I don't know. It's because it might be a different situation, you know. He might not have been as bad as they made out, and he's trained well. He's not been out for that long, has he? How long has he been out for?
Couple of weeks, is it?
Yeah,
2-3 weeks?
3 weeks, yeah. So, look, it just depends if they think that he's fit enough and they play him. But if he's not, if he's half 50-50, I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't play him because he's going to be so important for us next year. You know, I wouldn't take a chance with him. I wouldn't. But if he's strong enough, and I mean, Kane had been out a while, hadn't he?
Yeah, he'd been out a long time, Kane, and it was obviously wasn't fully fit when he played in that final. And the thing was as well, we had the option of Mora, who'd got us through to the final. And that's what was so wrong about it. He got us single-handedly got us through to that.
And the thing is, if we needed Kane to come on, he'd have probably been chomping at the bit to get on.
Yeah.
So it probably would have been better to do it that way. But maybe not start him, see how the game's going. And if we need him, you know, bring him on in the second half. But, I mean, I just think it's a bit mad if he's not fully fit to throw him in there at the beginning. He's going to be a massive player for us.
I think it depends how we're going to play. I personally see us coming out all guns blazing and trying to get them early because Man United are slow starts this season, in which case maybe he would play him for the first half an hour and then try and be more defensive and bring on Sarr, someone like that. I don't know. I'm trusting Ange that he will know if he's ready and if he's capable. And I'm looking forward to the team selection. We know that Lisandro Martinez and Xerxes are both out for United. I was told De Ligt's out as well, but I don't know if that's true.
Who's out for United?
Lisandro Martinez and Joshua Xerxes. They're definite people that are out, but until we see Amarim's press conference tonight, we won't know for sure. Both managers are under pressure, but I think Ange... Is he under more pressure? Because I think he knows the writings on the wall, because we know Pavatici's coming back and he won't work with Ange. So does that mean he's not under the pressure? It's just purely wants to go out with a bang, whereas Amarim... Could he lose his job? I mean, if they lose...
Of course he could, Kate. But the season they've had, they're going to finish 16th. They're going to finish 16th or 17th, and we're going to finish 16th or 17th, one way or the other, right? But what difference does it make? It don't make a difference, does it?
No.
It's massive for him. He could lose his job for definite. A terrible season. Like us. So, I mean, but I think you're right. I think the writing's on the wall for Ange and he knows it. So
yeah. So he's not the sort who'd go, oh, I'm not going to bother then. He's the sort who wants to be able to go, I told you I'd win everything in my second season. And like I say, to put that on his CV, people can't then turn around to him and say, yeah, but he's never won anything decent. He's never won a European trophy. If he suddenly got on their Europa League winner, it takes him to new heights, in my opinion. Although I still stand by the Premier League. Premier League is too much for him. Matt says, can't help being born in 2001 and Arsenal not battling. It's not about when you're born. It's the fact that you should know your history. And your history is Wenger and Fergie hate each other. And that was your biggest rivalry. So to sit there and cheer for them is utterly bonkers. I tried to keep any of the Spurs news away for a few days so I wouldn't get anxious. But now it's time to start the battle. Yes, it is. Big up, Daniel. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Ian Barron's here and says, I'm getting old. I woke up this morning with a dry dream. Not good. Big up, Ellie in Vegas. Hope you're well. Good to see you. The lit is out yet. The Express are reporting that Madders is in the squad. What a load of bollocks. Look, I think because he's on the plane, but I think it was important the whole squad goes. I think they need to have their whole squad there. Not only that, if we do win it, they're all going to want to celebrate together. So I think that's why they're all there. I don't think it means that Madison's going to play. Euro, Xerxes and Dalot trained with the first. Not according to what I've just read. Xerxes didn't train. So that's weird. Xerxes, yeah, that's weird. I was just reading on The Independent and they said that Xerxes didn't train. So being 16th is not right for Man United. No, being 17th is not right for Spurs either.
Yeah, but you got to look at it, right? It's this season's a blip for both clubs. I think. I don't think you'll see this next season. I don't think you'll see it for a long time from both clubs. So it's just a blip. It does happen, Kate. Clubs do have bad seasons, you know.
Yeah. Daniel says, if this was an experienced player, i.e. Bergvall, I would say definitely have him on the bench. But I'm really worried if this guy isn't 100%, his inexperience might aggravate that injury. That's basically what you said, Jimbo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just I just think he's going to be such a big player for us in the future. I just, if he's not 100%, I wouldn't chance him.
With it being an all-Premiership final, do you think there should be a Premiership referee? I think there should be the best referee who's available wherever they're from. That's what I think. There has been open training. I don't know if it's happened yet. There is an open training session at some point today. It doesn't say what time. It just says Postecoglou's doing his press conference at 3:45. So I think the open training will probably be about 2:00. But I don't know where we can watch it. Maybe it's on Spurs Play. It might be on TNT's YouTube channel. I'm not sure. Brad says, I think that's a good thing for Ange to not to be under pressure. Pressure's not good. That's when you make mistakes. Yep. Oh, there, look. There is an open training, 4:30 TNT on YouTube. Excellent, Jim. We'll have to remember that.
Yeah.
United were always Arsenal's biggest rivals. That's my point. So how can Arsenal fans come in and cheer on United? It's like us coming in and cheering on Chelsea.
It's like a rock and a hard place for them, isn't it? They don't want to support us, but they don't want to support United.
No, it's that the old school Arsenal fans want Tottenham to win. They do want Tottenham to win, that old school Arsenal fans, because of the rivalry with Manchester United. So big up to you, June. #Managerial. Hope you're well. Or June. Maybe it's June. Dallo is amazing. Euro is all right. But oh, no, not Dallo. I'm thinking of Amad Diallo. Yeah, they're all right. I think Bruno Fernandes is the key one that we need to be watching out for. I think Richarlison needs to get into him, get him a nice early card, and then have him treading on eggshells so that he might potentially get sent off, because we all know Bruno's got a terrible temper and he does a lot of stupid things like kicking the ball away, diving. So, yeah, I'd say get into it. Yeah, big up Steve D. He says, hello, my faves. Hope you're feeling all right. Good to see you. Matt says, I disagree, Jimbo. Whoever loses the final, the club will be effed short term. I don't think Man United are effed.
I don't think we are.
Well, I think we're more than they are.
I don't think that you'll see this from Man United or Tottenham next season. The season as bad as this.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I think Man United can still attract the highest calibre because they're Man United. I think Tottenham will then struggle. Plus, Man United tend to play for higher wages than us. I think we really takes us back a few steps if we don't win this tomorrow.
But we won't have a season like this season next season, Kate. I'm convinced of that.
Hold on one second, Kim, because I've just got to take this phone call.
How rude. How rude is my wife? Right, where are we? Tottenham Rangers.
So I'm back. I thought it was a delivery driver for our shopping. But it was one of them ones where you answer and then they're ringing you, and it's one of them stupid, hi, this is Sky. It's mad teams in 16th, 17th for 90 minutes away from Champions League football. Yes, it is. Good afternoon, lovely people. Big up Mario. Says, my bipolar and anxiety can't handle the weight. I just really hope they give a performance, win or lose, not much.
Oh, Mario.
Exactly. They need to leave every single bit of themselves on that pitch. Every single player. This is our second final in 6 years. They don't come around that often. We've got to get over the line and win one of these finals, for God's sake. Arsenal fans should feel dirty supporting Man United, bringing shame to the great Fergie and Wenger rivalry. Yeah, I completely agree. Matt says, I don't think winning this trophy means Tottenham are on the correct path. Man United won 2 trophies in 2 years and then finished 16th. When's Arsenal in the final of the Champions League? Oh, hang on, no, I forgot. They got knocked out.
Yeah, but do you know what?
When you're in a final, Matt.
You do a lot of talking about other clubs. Talk about your club. How shit you are. How you can't get over the line.
Can't even get to the final. So, yeah. If we lose, then we are done. 17th unacceptable, says June. I disagree again. Man United have lost their attraction. No, I don't agree with that at all. I think Man United is still one of, if not the biggest club, definitely in Europe, maybe the world. They're in the top 3 no matter what. So, their stadium's the theatre of dreams. Their history is incredible. You don't just lose that overnight. The team looks relaxed. Hopefully we smash United, says GBC fan. Do you remember when Arsenal's Martin Keown, when he turned into Dracula against Man U? There's always been rivalry between Arsenal and Man U. Yeah, of course there has. Wenger and Fergie's rivalry was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it was if they were on Super Sunday, them two, you never missed it because it was just the fact that you know there was going to be a fight in the tunnel before they even come on the pitch.
Yeah, Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira usually.
It was always at each other, the players. Yeah, it was a great rivalry, and it was a rivalry that was fantastic for the neutrals as well.
That's why Roy Keane goes mad when he watches Arsenal Man United and they all cuddle each other. He's like, "What? That don't happen." Yeah, exactly. Man United have just signed Cunha. That says to me they've still got St. Paul because there's a lot of clubs that we're interested in him. What a player he is. United are about to sign Cunha even before the final. We don't have that pool exactly. Remember when Fabregas threw the hot pizza at Fergie? What a waste of pizza. Who's your starting 11, Kate Jimbo? Oh, well, I think the back 5 picks themselves.
Yeah.
I think you've got Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Udogie. Then I think you've got to have Bentancur in the middle and Basuma. I'd quite like to see Johnson, Solanke, Johnson, Solanke, Sonny, and Richie in front of Solanke. That's what I'd quite like to see.
So yeah.
So only having 2 actual midfielders and just go all at them.
It just depends on Bergville, doesn't it? That's the. I mean, I'm with you there. Exactly the same team, but I mean, I wouldn't start him anyway. Let's see how the game's going, but
I think because we've lost that creative midfielder, we need to have Solanke and Richie both on, and then I think Johnson needs to start because he's the one who's scoring the goals, and then the other side, as much as I didn't really want Sonny to start, I kind of feel like it would be a bit of a disservice, especially as he made it through, what was it, about 70 minutes the other day, Sonny?
Yeah.
And he is going to be bang up for this game, you would think. So, I mean,
I think you've got to start him.
I think it's going to be interesting to see the team that Ange picks. I personally, as I've said before, I know like Saba was saying he thinks it's going to be a bit of a stink fest, maybe a draw where they're edgy. I don't see it like that. I think Tottenham are going to go all out in the first half, and I think we go 2-0 up by half time. That's my prediction. I think we just go all at them, and then the second half play more pragmatic. Probably let in 1 goal, but hold on. That's how I predict it to go. It'll probably be completely different and be 0-0 now and go to penalties. But we'll see. It's doomsday for the loser. But yeah, Matt, I agree. Matt, why are you actually chatting while they're still attracting Cunha? A team that doesn't have any pull doesn't get Cunha. Don't diss pineapple and pizza, Paul. 2 Premier League teams in the European final is easily the biggest game of the season outside Champions League. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine how many people are going to be watching that game tomorrow?
It's massive. It's a massive game.
Is it on TNT?
For me, it's the second biggest trophy you can win in Europe. For me, it's the second biggest trophy. It's a European Cup. The second.
Is it on Sky or TNT?
I would imagine TNT because that's where it's been all season.
Oh no!
Do you know? People are saying it's not a massive trophy now because they don't drop down from the Premier League, from the Champions League. It's still the same cup. It's because teams don't drop down, but they should never have been dropping down anyway. Once you're in a competition, you get knocked out. That's it. Why they put you in another competition? It's ludicrous.
If you sign up as a new person to Discovery Plus, Jim, so if you sign up in your name, you can watch it for free tomorrow night on TNT.
We've got TNT anyway.
Yeah, but it buffers, doesn't it? It's not very good.
It's all right.
Yeah. Have we practiced penalties? I would think Anne just practiced penalties, yes. I don't think he's that silly. This is the big one. Indeed it is. Drop Solly back into the midfield. It's 2-0 Spurs. Romero header.
He's due one. He keeps getting close.
Oh, Tottenham Ranger thinks it'll be 0-0 at half time. Interesting. Solanke, yes. Come on, Solanke. And then we slap them for 2. Daniel says, Matt, you might be a better club than Man United right now, but Man United will always be a bigger club and will still always have the pull. Of course they will. Their history is unbelievable. And that is what football does have history. People go, oh, you talk about Tottenham, that was years ago. Yeah, that's what makes history. You know, clubs like Man City would love to have our history. Or recent history, it pisses all over ours. But before they had their money, ours pissed all over theirs. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, and 3 goals are going in United's net, says Benji. TNT are playing for free. Are they? I'll look into that. Harry Maguire is looking their biggest threat. Yeah, both defensively and attacking because he's so good in the air. They're showing it for free on TNT. Good. That's what they should do. That's good to know. Thanks, guys. Big up, Ian Ferguson. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you. Thank you for letting us know about that. But Ben flies out in the morning to get to Bilbao in the afternoon. Ben, are you definitely in the home end? I know Shawnee said to me he's worried that he's going to be in the away end. Are you definitely got home end seats?
Why are you going on the day, Ben? I thought you'd have gone the day before.
Yeah, because like Danny Kiriaku's gone today, so's Phil P. Johnny's already there. Chris Cowling's there. Ben and his wife are there.
Chris Cowling was just on Sky News.
Yeah, I saw him talking on his YouTube earlier. They're also showing the Champions League free and Conference Final free. Good. That's what they should do. I just want to sing Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Yeah, we'll be able to sing that to the goons. That'd be nice. Man City was nothing till rich people from the East took over. Exactly. United have poor record conceding goals from headers, so fireballs into the box. Yeah, and Romero's well due a header. He's been getting so close. And that header he did the other day that Solanke got on the end of. That's what we need to do. I am certainly in the Spurs end. My dad has a company to run. I know Shawnee was a bit worried, but that's what happens when you don't get them the proper way. But look, the atmosphere is going to be brilliant. We spoke to Danny Kiriaku last night. It was absolutely buzzing. I mean, if anyone doesn't know, it was his birthday yesterday and he got bought literally a Hawaiian shirt. And on the back, it says Tottenham Hotspur, which he's wearing to Bilbao, which I think is hilarious. But it's going to be epic over there. I'm so gutted we're not there. But Boy from the Lane, big up to you, says, we have beaten them 3 times this season. We should not fear them. History has to be made at some point, and this is our year. I'm loving this.
I was going to say, look, if you're going to be realistic, they'll be walking onto the pitch thinking this team's beat us 3 times, and we'll be walking on there thinking we beat these 3 times. Let's make it a 4th. So it is kind of the momentum is with us a bit. But look, it's a final. You know, Man United. You know, I'm not going to disrespect them in the sense of they turn up for finals, massive games. They do turn up. We've seen it in the Premier League as well. So I'm not going to disrespect them. I just think it's our time, and we'll win it tomorrow.
Steve D says, saying the UEFA Europa Cup isn't a big cup because Champions League sides drop down. Don't drop down. It's just lemon. It's a recent thing that Champions League sides drop down. It's a massive cup. Deal with it. Come on, you fucking Spurs. Yes, indeed. It's just salt and copium. That's all it is. Mike says it's the biggest game in my years.
And you know, the funny thing is, the people showing us the most respect are the Man United fans.
Yeah. And I love that the Liverpool fans are all cheering us on as well. I love that.
That's normal.
Yeah, but I still love it. Imagine being a United fan and every time you concede, you hear Sean's laugh. Oh, that would be, if they picked that up on the telly, can you imagine how epic that would be? Currently Spurs hope we win. Paul G says it's only a 15-hour drive, Kate. I know. Bloody hell, I struggle with doing 3.5 hours. I kind of think I could do 15. Let's be realistic. They can't do nothing to hurt us. Oh, they can. Bruno Fernandes can hurt any team. Harry Maguire can hurt any team on his day as well. Matt James, I don't know who you support, but he says, as a non-Spurs fan, I wish you the luck. Wish you the best. Thank you. Big Ugly, I hope you're feeling better from the flu. Says, come on, you Spurs. Anxiety's through the roof. I hear you, Leo. I hear you. Mine is anxiety level at the minute is about, it's way up there. Excitement level is about there. Anxiety level is about there. I might be nervous at kickoff, but haven't felt anything yet, says Tottenham Ranger. Jim, is this you in disguise? Are you the Tottenham Ranger?
I just think to myself, there's no point, is there? It's a game of football. I want to win it desperately, and I'm excited for the game, and I can't wait to watch it. But I'm not going to sit here getting nervous over it. If we lose, then I wake up the same the next day. It's just my club's in the mud a bit, and we move on to next season. It's a game of football. It's not life and death. As much as I want to win it, I'm not going to let it affect me too much if we don't. But I'll let it affect me if we do. I will really enjoy it. But if we don't, then we don't.
We deserve it. This year, for the first time ever in my whole life, Tottenham have caused me mental health issues.
It's not just this year, Kate. It's not just this year, right? It's for other finals we haven't turned up in. And the last 17 years of not really having much glory. The best glory we had was really under Poch. And I loved it under Poch because we won some massive games, but we still didn't win anything. So I just think the Spurs fans deserve it, the Spurs fans all over the world, especially the ones that spend their hard fucking money to travel all over Europe to watch this team. And at the end of the day, it's a massive, massive gamble because you don't know what team you're going to see. When they went to Frankfurt and they went to Bodo, they didn't know what team was going to turn up. They could have gone there and lost 2-0, and they've spent all that money. So, I take my hat off to them, and they deserve it.
We got over 120. Yeah, we've got over 120 watching. Thank you very much. Everyone's tuned in. Thanks again to Sava for the redirect. And we've only got 60-something likes. So smash the like, people. It really, really helps the channel. And it's free. You literally just give it a little tickle, the old like button. Benny says, we knew from last season Champions League teams wouldn't drop down. Why reward failure? Some good teams in the tournament, and they have all been kicked out. Whoever wins deserves their space in history. 100%. 100. It's just saltiness. It's saltiness. I couldn't give zero fucks about the path to glory. No one in 10 years will be talking about the road to the final. They'll be looking in the record books at the winners. That's right.
Yes.
And they won't go, oh, yeah, and do you remember that was the year that Tottenham had 21 losses in the Premier League? They won't be saying that either. They just go, oh, yeah, that was the year Tottenham had a terrible season, but they won the Europa League. Come on. Matt says it's Leeds United. See you next year. Yes, you will. Boy from the Lane says, I hate the history narrative the media is trying to spin. If history was the be-all and end-all, then Newcastle, Palace, Bologna, all those teams wouldn't have won trophies. Yeah, Palace. Look at Palace, their first ever FA Cup. The media spins so much nonsense. You just got to stop bloody listening to them. Paul G says, either way, one thing's guaranteed. I'll have an almighty hangover on Thursday. Listen, if we win, I most definitely will. If we lose, I won't, because I'll probably only have the one to get me through the game. But if we win, I intend to get a little bit sloshed. And I will probably be streaking up and down our road and planning my Ange Postecoglou tattoo. Balloons will be broken. Big up to Josh Hayward, who has given us £1 for the channel. Thank you very much indeed for the donation. It all helps. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, the 2 or more beers will settle the jitters if there are any. Beyond 72, good to see you, sir. Says United's history also includes losing their last Europa League final. Indeed, it does. Daniel says, This is called football karma. Poch deserved a trophy with that great team, so has a late reward. Instead, we're going to get a trophy with one of our worst teams in 10 years, and it's blatantly going to be that, please. You're all making me excited, but I'm so nervous. I feel
You should
sick.
be excited, Kate. You should be excited. It's a massive, massive, massive game, right?
Yeah.
But let's I just think this team will go out there and give it everything. And if this team gives everything, they very rarely lose.
Yeah. Ellie splashed out $49 for a bottle of champagne from Costco. You go, girl. I like it. Belgrade Warrior Wanderer says, I'm surprised the English media haven't picked up on this, but Sonny is going through some serious accusations in Korea. I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for my girlfriend who keeps up with Korean media. I have seen it online, but I think probably the British media know this. Probably load of nonsense. I think it's all been settled now. Yogi Bear says, nobody cares about accusations these days. Always social media fueled BS, lies for money. Joshy says, I don't feel nervous because we're not expected to win trophies, especially against United, regardless of their current form, but I seriously think it'll be a game of individual quality. Yeah, we've got to remember that United have been poor for a few years, but under Ten Hag, they still managed to win trophies. Always managed to nick a trophy, and that's what kept him in his job. So United do have that ability to get over the line. That's what worries me more than anything, Jim. Their ability to get over the line and our inability to get over the line.
Doesn't worry me. It's a one-off game, Kate.
True. If a girl claims some BS from 10 years ago, I give zero crap about them. Yeah.
I mean, what a stupid accusation to make as well with DNA.
I know. Big up the Vegas Spurs. Huge hugs from Colorado Spurs. Yeah, enjoy it. I've had a nasty stomach bug since Friday. Really sucks. Oh, get well soon. I feel like I've got a stomach bug just because I'm so nervous. Oh. Mike says I'm making me wet, Kate. Is that me talking about us winning? That's what everyone should feel like. Jimbo's never worried. Bless his positivity.
No point in worrying, is it? Because there's nothing we can do about it as a fan base. I'm excited for the game, massively excited, and I get butterflies when I think about the game. But I'm not nervous, not at all, because it's out of my hands. I don't get nervous with things that are out of my hands. But I'm so looking forward to the game, and I will be here shouting at the telly probably on I normally do on games like this. But there's no point in being nervous. What will be. And if we lose, I'll be gutted, but I'll wake up the next morning and be myself again.
As there's a sign going around at the minute, it says, dare to think it, dare to speak it, dare to do it. Exactly that. Barney, you've not been banned. What are you speaking about? You're here. We can see you. I don't understand why you think you've been banned. I don't know anything about you being banned. So welcome.
Haven't banned him.
No. Kate, remember when you were doing the Calafiori prop saying he's the best thing since sliced bread? Well, I did say that he looked very good, and a lot of that was from Ben Kaufman, who told me he was very good. But yeah, he's not done much, but he's been injured as well. So going home from work now, so have to say goodbye. Keep up the good work. Enjoy your channel. Thank you, Marianne. Safe journey home from work. Enjoy the rest of your day. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm really nervous or if it's just because I'm hungry. I've just realised that I'm quite hungry as well. I like the fact, Jim, that you've got Bruno's angry eyes above you and a Man United shirt, and I've got Sonny's shirt and just Sonny's top of his thing.
Oh, is that meant to be Bruno? Is it?
Yeah.
Twat.
Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Look.
He's a proper miserable twat on the pitch, isn't he? Always begging the ref.
You can see it's Bruno.
They should have put him in Oliver the way he begs.
When we win, they won't be mocking Ange about winning a trophy every second season. No, they won't. He would have done exactly what he said he'd do. I'll be honest, as an England fan and Tottenham fan since 2019, the final losses, I can't bear the thought of processing another final loss. I might actually be done with football. You've only been
again. I can't bear the thought of.
I don't understand if you've only been a fan 6 years. Tell me if I've read that wrong. I'll be honest. As an England fan and Tottenham fan, since 2019, the final losses, I can't bear the thought of processing another final loss. I might actually be done with football.
Daniel, look, you got to look at it this way, right? I've been watching football a long, long time. And when you get to a final, there's only 2 teams in it. One's got to lose, right? It won't stop me loving Tottenham as much as I love them if they lose or not, because one team's got to lose. As long as they go out and give it their all, I'll be fine. If they go out there and they're a load of pussies that just look like they don't want it, I'll be peed off with them. But one team's got to lose, mate. And we're playing Man United. It's not like we're playing a team that's not got any history in cup finals. But I just believe it's our time and we will beat them. I'm convinced.
All I've heard all day, I was sitting in the front room and I can hear Jim going, what was you saying? Tottenham are no. What song was you singing? Spurs are on their way to Bilbao. Tottenham's gonna do it again. All this he's singing away, and he's out in the kitchen talking to the dogs, and he's going, "We're gonna fucking do it. We're gonna smash them." I was sitting in the front room laughing. I'd love to be that confident and be like that. I think it's because I'm just a worry guts. Champions League final nearly broke me. Oh, I cried my eyes out. I cried when we got to the final, and I cried when we lost the final.
It was that was a hard one to take, Daniel, because I really believe that weren't a handball and that put us straight on the back foot, right? And when you're 1-0 down against a team like Liverpool, it kind of changes the whole game because you've got to change the way you're playing to get that goal back, right? And as all right, Robbie, as the game went on, we had to push further and further forward, and they got their second goal. And someone said to me, when I said I didn't believe it was handball, someone said to me, "Yeah, but you lost 2-0 anyway." But that might not have been the case because you're pushing more and more as the game's going on, and they scored quite late on, and we was really pushing hard for the equaliser. So, but that kind of spoilt the game for me. That really, I was really gutted. It would come so early, and they made that error. And to me, it was never handball in a million years.
Yeah. The fact that we've reached another European final 6 years after the last one with one of our worst teams in the league shows you never know what's around the corner. That's Jim saying.
I always say that.
When I worry about anything, he goes, "Kate, you never know what's around the corner." That's all he ever says. So that's weird. We have had 17 new subs today. Thank you so very much, everyone, for the support. Very much appreciated. Barney says, Spurs 4-0. Sonny to get 2, Solanke to get 1, and Johnson to get 1. Interesting.
Love it.
Robbie says, I'm at the ground tomorrow with my old man and granddad. He's been struggling with health for years and never thought we'd go to the stadium or see us win another trophy. Hoping tomorrow's special. Oh, bless you, Robbie. Well, we hope that it's special for you all. That'd be amazing. Also, your team was at its peak and you could see the decline had started. We all knew that it was your opportunity to win it. It's such a shame the handball in the first minute ruined the game. That was pathetic. That penalty 60 seconds in derailed the team and fans. Do you know the funny thing was the day before I rang Talk Sport and they said, are you nervous? Are you excited? I said, look, I'm feeling really confident. The only thing I'm worried about is if we make a stupid mistake in the first 5 minutes.
If it wasn't his fault.
I know, but it was one of them things that just happens, and I was like, oh my God, I just knew it. It was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. Benny says Ange has good motivation to win tomorrow. If we don't, he's officially the worst manager in Tottenham's history. Who cares? We are absolutely winning. Joshy says, would you prefer an easy 2-0 or 2-1 Sonny last minute winner? I don't care if it's 1-0, 4-0, 10-0, 6-1, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3. I just want us to win. I literally have no.
I'll take the easy win because I think that sometimes when it's really, really tight and it's an important game as it goes on, I think you lose weeks and months of your life. So I'll take the easy win, please.
Not only that, I will quite happily take a filthy, dirty, stinking 0-0, and then in the 90th minute they score an own goal. I don't even care. I'll take it. Or that they have 95% possession, but we nick a really lucky deflected goal. I don't care. I just want to win. I don't care how it comes. It's in our hands. It is in our hands. It's in our hands. Our destiny is in our hands. And it's written in the stars. Whatever's meant to be will be. But I just, like Jim said, I just want them all to turn up, all to play their socks off, all to give their all. So you go, whatever the score, you go, well, look, they couldn't have done any more. That's the thing. 1-0 own goal, 0 shots on target. Who cares? Exactly that. 6-0 win. Jim and I will be dancing around the campfire. Domination in the location, as Deji would say. But realistically, I think we'll win 3-1. Is that's your score?
Yeah, that's what I think.
I was going 3-2. I thought it'd be 2-2 and 3-2 in extra time, but I've been thinking about it more and more, and I've just got to think it's going to be 2-1. We go 2-0 up, and they get one about 80 minutes, but we hang on. But Daniel's sticking to 1-0 Solanke. Let me know in the chat what you think the score will be. If we get that Ajax manager, I'm going to go full Sava mode next season. I don't know, but I don't want Iriola. I don't want Iriola, to be honest. But yeah, tomorrow from 6:30 over on We Are Tottenham TV, you'll see Jimbo and I. We've got J Rated R, we've got Chang joining us, we've possibly got Sovereign, we've possibly got AJ, we've possibly got, I don't know, anyone really. And we'll be pumping you all up. I said Chang.
Oh, all right.
The fact that we've brought players who are injured and recovering from surgery like Madders and co, whereas United can't even be bothered to pay for their staff to attend, speaks volumes. Yep, exactly that. 3-1 says Mike Warmington. Josh says also, although I don't know about you lot, I don't want Bergvall to be rushed back like Kane was if it means he might get re-injured and miss pre-season. That's exactly what Jimbo said.
Yeah, I wouldn't chance him. He's got a long career ahead of him with Spurs, and I think he's going to be a massive, massive player for us. He's just signed a new contract. We need him fully fit for next season.
Yeah. 4-2 says SD for FC Benny. I'll take it. I think both teams will be petrified of conceding first, so I'll go 1-0 Spurs. Hopefully Sonny gets to score the winner and lift the trophy. Luton Dan says, been listening to all the comments and now I'm like this. We're going to smash them and I'll be pissed before the game as it's my 47th birthday. Sod United, sod those nerves, 3-1 Spurs, and that's how it'll go.
Come on, Dan.
Welcome to the 47 Club tomorrow, Dan. Yes, it's a week today since I was 47. Honestly, I can't believe it's a week ago. But happy birthday for tomorrow. I hope they give you the ultimate birthday present. I really do. Barney says, when we win, only way Ange sticks around is if he's backed. Right now, no squad for 2 games a week. Ange will be going because Paratici's coming in. But I think it will be a mutual consent. We've agreed to part by mutual consent. I don't think he gets sacked. I think he walks away kind of thing. But yeah, Lucas is a gem. Lucas isn't a gem. I don't know what you're saying, Mark, but please don't spam the chat too much, please. If we win, I'm going to have my first beer. Jimbo, will you partake in a vodka with your wife if we win? No, I'll stick to my cup of tea. I might even have a sherry. I'll be the boring bastard. Nothing boring about that, darling. I just think I'm going to need something to calm the old nerves. And I am looking at that brand new bottle of vodka, thinking that might have to be open. And it's I think all the Spurs fans that are nervous, I think you're going to be surprised tomorrow. I think they're going to come out and play fantastic. I really do. I really hope you're right. No, Paratici did say he wouldn't work with Ange, so I think there is some truth in that. Paratici potentially bringing in Nikos Kovac sounds okay to me. Look, Paratici's got a reasonable record. I like him far better than I've liked the other team that's been there, so it can only be a good thing. I expect to see a lot of changes from Spurs this summer if we win. I expect to see a lot of changes. We got this, says Nighthawk, please. And what if we lose, Kay? What then? Well, I still think Paratici comes in, but I don't know what.
I think he's starting the 1st of July. He's back.
Yeah, he is. I don't know what money we'll have to spend. That's what worries me. I'll be honest, if we win, I'm partying all the way through till Friday, ready for the train to London on Friday morning. First nail in the coffin for me would be a repeat on Brighton against United. Final nail in the coffin. Big up GK, good to see you. He says, I'm a United fan from 16 years, never felt so low. How are you feeling about the game tomorrow, GK? Let us know. And big up Side Dance, I hope you're feeling confident and well. Yeah, let us know. I like to see how rivals feel. When I release the video tomorrow, you'll see how all the United fans. Got Terry from the Football Terrace done one. We've got KJ from the Terrace has done one. We've got Judge Mo, who's a bit sit on the fencer. He's not a Tottenham or a Man United fan. And we've got Double A. He's done one. I was waiting on Staffy, but he hasn't done one. I'm going to tell him off when I see him. So you'll be able to see how they all feel. It's our time. Come on, says Destiny. Yes, it's got to be. Surely, it's got to be our time. We've waited so long, so long. It's got to be our time. I read 143.5 million budget.
Is that if we win the Drula, or if that no matter what happens?
Yeah,
I would imagine if we win, I think the winner gets. Is it 25 million and the loser gets just under 19 million, right? And then obviously you get the Champions League money. So I know that's a lot.
Yeah. GK says both teams will have a high defensive mid block. See, I don't see that again. I think that's going to go all out in the first half because Man United are slow starters. I think we've got to get them at them early. I really, really do. I'm a little confident. Just hope we don't play Sonny half fit. I think he showed the other day he is fit.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Sonny. It's Bergville I'm worried about.
Yeah. Oh, that's no matter what, Jimbo. That.
So I would think, Drula, if we win,
There'd
go up.
Yeah.
I think if we win, that'll go up, and if we lose, it'll stay the same.
You would think so, wouldn't you? Because we've got that money coming in. AJ has sent me a message. 1984, the year I was born, we won a European trophy. His son was born in 2007, and in the 7-08 season, we won a European trophy. His new boy, Grayson, was born this year, and we're in the Europa League Cup Final. I like it, AJ. I like it a lot. I love it. I love all these little, like the year of the bird. Yeah, Madders and his pillow doesn't travel without it. First thing Jimbo said. Robbie says, nerves for me always seem to kick in the night before and first thing in the morning, like a kid at Christmas. Yeah, I hear you. Debbie Lee, big up to you. Welcome. Says, as a Barca fan, this could be a win-win situation.
Oh.
If Spurs win, I get to dunk on Man United fans for losing to Spurs and Arsenal. We're never heard in the end. If Man United wins, we get to face them in the Champions League. Yeah. Certain ma'am, you are both Spurs fans. Yes, we're married. He's downstairs, I'm upstairs, but we actually met at White Hart Lane about 24 years ago. So we're both diehard Spurs fans. My ideal final would be 4-0 by half time so we can sing the whole second half and relax and be able to relax and enjoy it. I heard the winner gets a trophy and a box of Ferrero Rocher. I've got Ferrero Rochers. Maybe that means I'm a winner in life. Who knows? What do you think, Jimbo? William bought me them for my birthday.
You're a winner in life, darling. You married me.
Yeah, but there's always a downside. Look, it is what it is. We haven't got long to wait now. This time tomorrow, hang on, what are we? 1:45, 3, 4,
I need to
5.
eat early tomorrow because the nearer it gets to the game, I won't be able to eat.
Yeah, Jim was interested by Kate's appearance on The Weakest Link. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Let's hope the team have an extra passenger to bring back on the plane on Thursday. Yes, a nice big fat trophy. Come on. Big up to both of you in White Hart Lane. I'm from India. Welcome. Nice to see you and welcome to the channel. We have quite a few Man United fans come in. We have quite a few Arsenal. We have quite a few Liverpool. So everyone's welcome. And then, of course, so the next week is the Chelsea final in the Conference League, which, like I say, is bananas. You would have thought that would be first.
That's what I said to you, didn't I? When I saw the list of the finals, I was really surprised the way it was done. But whatever. It just means we get our trophy quicker.
Yeah, and then the week after that must be Champions League final, PSG and...
Well, it's a shame, really, because I suppose we could have done with the extra week for people getting fit. Yeah, Bergvall, maybe Madders. I don't know how bad Madders is, but an extra week might have made a big difference.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to end the show there. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, everyone who's liked as well. It all really does help the channel. Big up to Drew Lowe, who's been a member for 18 months, to Paul G, who's been a member for 14 months, and to Rob Brown and Josh, who both made donations to the channel. Thank you very much indeed. See you later, Stevie. He says, back to work. Much love all. Come on, you Spurs.
Speak to you later.
On the Arsenal part, Kate, Arsenal will never hear the end of it for letting Spurs win a trophy before them. That's right. I can't wait. I'm here to fill this up with Arsenal tears and drink them in. Nothing tastes sweeter than Arsenal tears. But we should be in the Champions League final. But we were the best team in the competition.
I mean, when you look at it, when we got to the Champions League final, we lost to Liverpool, who are an outstanding team. And when we get the Carabao Cup in the semi-final, we lost to Liverpool, outstanding team. You know,
no, we beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup.
No, we didn't. We won one leg. And they won.
Oh yeah. Arsenal can hold that trophy that they've got there. They can hold that second. Hold that, you dirty bunch of gooners, you bottle jobs. Hold it. At least we got to the final. Whatever happens, at least we got to the final. I have set up a redirect. Benny goes live in around about 14 minutes time over on the coffee company. I've set up a redirect for you, Ben. We may be back tomorrow. We will see how we feel, or more importantly, we'll see how I feel, because at the minute I feel a little bit nervous. I've got a headache. But there will be a video going out tomorrow showing rival fans, half Tottenham, half Man United, how they see the game going. So keep an eye out for that. Jimbo, it only comes down to you ending the show with your rousing speech that everyone's waiting for.
Right. This is the year of the birds. The eagle has landed. Now the cockerel's going to land. We've beat Man United 3 times. It's going to be 4 times. It's the year of teams not winning trophies. We're one of them teams that haven't won a trophy for 17 years. This is our year. This is the fucking year of the cockerel. We will beat Man United. There's no fucking argument about it. I said to you this about Man City, and I'm saying it to you about Man United. Spurs will win tomorrow. We will fucking come home with that trophy, and fuck Arsenal, because Spurs are the only team in North London. Come on, you Spurs.
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins like in the onion net. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mix and transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny, stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match, the perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match.